Today marks close to a month since violence and tensions erupted in Manipur. On May 3rd, violent clashes took place between different ethnic groups in various districts in the state. Houses were torched and many were injured and killed. In response to this, the government imposed Section 144 and an internet shutdown of 5 days. The Indian Army arrived and overnight evacuated more than 7,000 people to safe houses. This violence has led many to flee the state in search of refuge. However, this is not an isolated incident and was triggered by Manipur's long-standing history of tension between its ethnic groups divided by the hills and the valley. Manipur's geographical composition can be understood as a central valley surrounded by hills. The state's predominant ethnic group, the Meiteis, make up more than 64% of Manipur's population and reside mainly in the Imphal Valley, whereas the hill tribes, mainly comprising of the Kuki, Naga and Mizo ethnic tribes, make up around 35% of the population. 40 out of the state's 60 MLAs belong to the Meitei community, while the hill tribes send only 20 MLAs to the assembly. Meiteis are broadly Hindu, whereas the Kuki and other hill tribes are largely Christian. In 2013, the Central Ministry for Tribal Affairs made a suggestion to the Manipur government to include the Meitei group within the scheduled tribes list. Earlier in February this year, tensions had been high between the Manipur government and tribal groups due to evictions by the government in the Chachanpur district. In April of this year, the High Court ordered the state government to consider the 10-year-old recommendation by the Ministry for Tribal Affairs. The High Court granted the state 4 weeks to make its decision and send its recommendation to the Union government on granting the Meitei group scheduled tribe status. This High Court order triggered protests as the All Tribal Students' Union rallied against the order to grant the Meitei community scheduled tribe status. These protests, as covered across the media, led to widespread unrest in the state. The Kuki and other hill tribes believe that the privileges granted by the ST status to the majority Meitei group would lead to a loss of jobs and opportunities for the hill tribes and allow the Meitei community to encroach on their land rights. They also argue that sections of the Meitei group are already included in the scheduled caste and other backward classes list. Whereas the Meitei petitioners told the High Court that scheduled tribe status is needed to save the ancestral land, tradition, culture and language of the Meiteis. Amidst the May violence, on the 12th of May, 10 Kuki MLAs from Manipur demanded a separate administration for the Kuki and hill tribes. Fresh reports of violence have been coming daily from the state. On the 24th of May, suspected mob violence resulted in 1 person dead and 2 injured in the Bishnupur district of Manipur.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.